Gene Simmons on his controversial album Asshole or Kiss Legend speaks out. In a candid chat on Mike Rowe's podcast, The Way I Heard It with Mike Rowe, Gene Simmons, the iconic bassist and vocalist of Kiss, took a moment to reflect on a rather provocative choice he made back in 2004, naming his second solo album Asshole. With a chuckle, he shared, "It's meant to be an insult, sure, but I have no issue with it. Honestly, I don't mind what people call me. I know I'm doing good work, and my mom is proud of me, that's all the validation I need." He went on to explain the inspiration behind the album's title, revealing a track on the album that boldly declares, "You're an asshole. You're an asshole. Maybe I'm an asshole too." He laughed, saying, "And I thought, yeah, that's the punchline." Gene recounted a memorable moment from his time at Interscope Records, where he was co-managing a band called Crown of Thorns with fellow Kiss member Paul Stanley. He recalled how Jimmy Iovine, the co-founder of Interscope, introduced him to a new artist named Tupac. The album cover was strikingly simple, a black background with the title, "Strictly for My N************************ Z, emblazoned on it. Gene was taken aback, asking, "You're really using the N-word?" To which Iovine replied, "Yeah, because he's comfortable with it." This led Gene to draw a parallel, stating, "If they can reclaim that word, then why not take one of the worst things you can call me, asshole, and own it?" So, I thought, let's call the album Asshole. When asked about the album's commercial performance, Gene candidly admitted, "It didn't do great, but honestly, that was a time when the entire music industry was shifting." Much like his first solo album in 1978, Asshole featured a host of collaborations and guest appearances. Notably, he co-wrote the song, "Waiting for the Morning Light," with none other than Bob Dylan. The legendary Frank Zappa also contributed to the album, co-writing Black Tongue and even having his family, Dweezil, Ahmet, Moon, Gail, and Frank himself, perform on the track. Other notable guests included Dave Navarro from Jane's Addiction, Kiss members Bruce Kulick and Eric Singer, and even Gene's wife Shannon Tweed along with their children, Sophie and Nicholas. In a recent interview with Really Famous, Gene was asked how he thinks people perceive him. He responded, "I'd say there are some who might think I'm an asshole. I mean, I named my second solo album Asshole for a reason. It's similar to how marginalized groups reclaim derogatory terms to lessen their impact. I'm okay with that label because I know who I am." He continued, "Some people might think I'm just in it for the money. And my answer is, of course. Why wouldn't I be? Most people work jobs they don't love just to provide for their families. So why can't I be considered salt of the earth just because I make more money? I also give back through philanthropy, but honestly, it's nobody's business. The key is to be comfortable in your own skin, because not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay." When asked about his true self, Gene shared, "I was born Chaim Witz, but I'm so much more than that. I encourage everyone to have a bit of delusion about themselves. Look at Mike Tyson, he had a tough upbringing, but he decided he was going to be the most dangerous man in the ring. That mindset is everything." He added, "Never underestimate the will to win. I'm hungrier than ever to achieve more, and I've done pretty well so far." Born in August 1949 in Haifa to Jewish immigrants, Gene's journey from a challenging childhood to rock stardom is nothing short of remarkable. He's not just a musician, he's a serial entrepreneur, philanthropist, and media mogul, with ventures spanning television, film, publishing, and even a new line of sodas called Gene Simmons Money Bag, made with all natural ingredients. Since the inception of Kiss, the band has amassed millions of fans worldwide, known as the Kiss Army, and has sold over 100 million records. Their influence is undeniable, having broken box office records and earning a place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. With a keen business sense, Gene has turned Kiss into